Good morning, children. This is English video session for class 10. This is the topic number 7. After that, the first flight, you have completed Glimpses of India. In Glimpses of India, you had bakers from Goa, Coorg coffee, and then the tea from Assam. And now we are going to the trees. I think you are all going towards the greenery too. So let's have a poem which is connected with again a green part. Can there be a forest without green for trees? Then it will not be called a tree forest at all, is it not? Where are trees in this poem? Where do they go? Let's see about the poem. What is most important in the aspect which the poet is trying to say to us? Let's find out. And where are the trees in the poem? So let's he's posing a question. Let's see the when where are they to go. The trees inside are moving out of the forest. The trees inside are moving out of the forest into the forest. The forest that was empty all these days, where no birds could sit, no insects hide, no sun bury its feet in the shadow. The forest that was empty all these nights will be full of trees by the morning. All night the roots work to disengage themselves from the crab. In the veranda floor, the leaves strain towards the glass. Some twigs stiff with exertions, long cramped boughs scuffling under the roof. The newly discharged patient, half dazed, moving to the clinic doors. I sat inside the door, opened the veranda, writing long letters in which I scarcely mentioned the departure of the trees from the forest, departure of the forest from the house. The night is fresh, the whole moon shines, in the sky still open. The smell of leaves and lichens still reaches like a voice into the rooms. My head is full of whispers which tomorrow will be silent. Listen, the glass is breaking, the trees are stumbling forward into the night. Winds rush to meet them, and the moon is broken like a mirror. The fresh flash the its peace flash now in the crown of the tallest oak. Adrian Rich. Adrienne Rich was born in Baltimore, Maryland, USA in 1929. She is author of nearly 20 volumes of poetry and has been called as a feminist and a radical poet. Let's see some of the words that the given meaning. Glossary: to engage, disengage themselves, to separate themselves. Strain is effort. Bow is the branches. Shuffling is moving repeatedly from one position to another position. The lichens are the crusty patches or bushy growth of the tree. Lichens, like a fungus or the alga, they are all considered as lichens, which is a smooth overgrown, the green watery places. Okay. So, what happened is sun buries feet in the shadow. What happens? What are the trees in the poem? What are their roots, leaves? What are the twigs? What are the branches compared to? What happens to the house where trees move out of it? Why do you think the poet did not mention the departure of the forest from the house in his letter? Could it be like we often silent about important happenings and that are so unexpected that embarrasses? This is again the set of next questions. Can we think as what the poem might mean? Here are two suggestions. Does the poem conflict between man and nature? Compare it with Tiger in the Zoo. The poet suggesting that plant and trees used as interior decorations in the cities, while forests are cut down and imprisoned and neck need to break out. On the other hand, Adrienne Rich has been known to use trees as a metaphor for human beings. And this is the recurrent image in her poetry. What meaning emerge out of the poem if you take its trees to be symbolic in a particular meaning? So let's see some of the things that are said in the poem. We have seen in most of our richest houses you have the tree decoration, interior decorations. And what are the decorations made of here is made of wood. It is nothing but taken from the forest. So these roots, these branches, these trees from the forest are being taken out and used. They have come inside the house. They are staying inside the house. So they need to be there in the forest. But what happened because of the man's what to say avarice and what embracing the new lifestyle, he has taken out all the wood from thing and decorated the house, and the it is all cut imprisoned. Now you have the for while the forests are cut down and they are imprisoned where inside your house as decorative items. So these it's like these trees are these wooden pieces are trying to break out and find a route to the forest where they had their homeland. Okay, so it's very important that the it is also one way to express how today the decreasing, depleting forest areas and increase of the how the man has entered into the areas of forests and where living has become important extended, and we have also seen lot of forest fires, the depleting forest and animal chain, food chain, which is currently happening. So the depleting forest is definitely a sign of degradation, a sign of destruction for the human life, which is brought. The house should be in a place where the house should be, and the forest should be there where the forest should be. We cannot bring the forest food for the trees as the decorative piece and put it inside the house. So it's so mocking. The author has mocked the basic structure of the planning of human beings, how the the least regard they have for the nature. The killing of the tree can never be given as can never be appreciated, nor it can be taken into a good sign for the future. But here it is all explicitly said by how will be a forest. Tomorrow we will call a forest, but inside the forest there will be hardly any trees. Okay, I'll read the poem again. The trees inside are moving out into the forest that was emptying all these days now, where no birds could sit. So there's the when the forests are deprived of the trees, what happens? Where do the birds go? Where do the animals go? Where do the insects go? So what happens? There is no insect hide, no sun burying its feet in the shadow. The forest that was empty on all these nights will be full with trees by the morning. So hope so all these houses from there they stretch out and reach the forest again and they start a new beginning. It's a good forethought. At night the roots will work. So how much of the silence is the place where the nature has its beginning and work to disengage themselves from the cracks in the veranda room. So they move out all the pieces, all the decorative pieces which we have taken, all go back to, they crack the walls and they move towards the forest. And the leaves strain towards the glass, small twigs stiff with exertion, long cramped boughs shuffling under the roof, the newly disengaged patients, half dazed, moving to the clinic doors, like almost like they are getting freedom and they are moving towards their forest. I sit inside, open the veranda, writing long letters in which I scarcely mention the departure of the forest from the house. The night is fresh, the whole moon shines, and the sky is still open. The smell of leaves and lichens still reach like voice into the room. My head is full of whispers. Whispers may be the conversation of these trees, which tomorrow will be silent because they go back to their own places. Listen, the glass is breaking. The trees are stumbling forward into the night. Wind rushed to meet them. Winds are waiting so that they can embrace them and take them. The moon is broken into like a mirror, and its flash pieces now the crown of the tallest oak. So now bright lights starts shining, and things are back to the normal. This is how he puts it in a very radical manner. Let's see. Okay. So you have three questions. Okay, you can write the question and answer. Write the poem, write the full poem, then write the meaning, the glossary, and then thinking about the poem in your classwork and be ready. Okay children, by this I stop the class. Thank you. Bye.